Hello there and welcome back to the colony with Man of the Antz. We are once again playing a little bit of Subnautica. So I actually have done a little bit of off-camera work for like the first time ever pretty much. 'Cause it's not something I usually like doing. So what I've done is I've just made a whole bunch of boxes basically. Some of which are flush to the wall, some of which aren't. Yay! That doesn't annoy me in the slightest. So I've got a bunch of boxes. I've moved a few things up from the underwater base, which is more of a corridor. So we've got an egg one, we've got an empty locker there, we've got a minerals one, which is like quartz and glass and salt and that sort of thing. We've got metals, where you got like, not titanium, we've got like lithium, gold, copper, all that stuff. And then we have 2 titanium-specific lockers as well. Now, I did in the other one build the freestanding lockers rather than the wall ones, but the wall ones do come with this very helpful label, I found out. I thought you had to make that, but no, it just comes with it. And they're also not as small as I thought. They are still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 6 rows of stuff. I thought they were going to be quite small compared to the freestanding ones, but that is not the case. So, quite happy to go with those. I haven't emptied out the base below completely, but I have done a few of those. So now, there were a few things we said, or we didn't say, we were told we should do before we start heading back towards the Aurora and finding our way in there. One of which is we need to build a modification station, which is diamond, lead, and a computer chip. We need the modification station to build a higher capacity air tank and the faster fins. We also were suggested we build the propulsion cannon as well, which may come from the modification station, I'm not too sure. So, we need to look at what takes a computer chip, or what makes a computer chip, I should say. Resources, electronics, computer chip. Gold, copper wire, which is 2 copper. So gold, 2 copper, and 2 table coral. Now I'm pretty sure I have table coral. If we do, it'll be down in this base still. So yes, these 2 lockers are now completely empty. And there's still some stuff in here. This is just some quartz there. We'll take that out so we can move that up actually. And then in here we should have... Damn it. Only 1 table coral. Okay, so we need to get some more table coral. That's something we need to do. So we're not going to probably go into the Aurora today, annoyingly. But what that means we can do then... It was pointed out, I keep moaning about the room thing. I think it was, I can't remember if it's Brent or Indy. I'm going to go with Brent. Said that you could get the room, like the standard room template or scans from, I think they called them the Degassi Islands, something like that. Which I wasn't really too sure what that was. I actually had to have a bit of a Google of it. I didn't look up specifically where they were, but I did see that one of them is on the floating island. We've already been to the floating island, so hopefully that shouldn't be too hard to find. I think... Was it just the island over there? Was it the... It was one just past the gun island, wasn't it? 'Cause we went to the gun island, and then there was something else that said was nearby and we should go check out. So I'm heading up to the base, because we have a couple of bladderfish. No! Oh well. Oh, we're eating you. We have a couple of bladderfish, one of which we've wasted, one of which we're going to turn into water. Good stuff. That we had down in the base below for some reason. So let's consume that anyway. Let's consume that filtered water. Still leaves us a little bit empty, because I also just spent a little bit of time running around. Let's do the boomerang. Running around, and we can get that as well. We can. Building the lockers and stuff, so that's why I'm a little bit shorter on sustenance than I was to start with. Or was when I left you guys the last time, I should say. It's not something I'm going to make a habit of doing stuff off camera, because I sort of mentioned it before, but I don't really like doing it. I would much rather you guys saw everything I was doing. But as we were just building lockers in the base, didn't see too much of a problem in it. You're not going to turn up one video and I'm just going to have like built a whole new base with whole new blueprints that you didn't even know I had. That sort of thing won't happen. So, we then are going to go and try and find
all systems online.
The floating island. And keep an eye out for table coral samples, which looked sort of like that. Looked very much like that. Okay, well maybe we're not going to go to the floating island then. Any more for any more? Oh, there's loads of them around. Okay, let's... I know there is a stalker around as well. So we should try not to get attacked by him if we can help it. I never knew all this was here. Nothing interesting down here. Is that quartz? Oh, I'll have some quartz. Quartz is always helpful. Always need a little bit of glass. Don't want to go too deep into this cave, but whilst there is more quartz, I'll take it. And a creature egg. I'll have that. Actually, now a locker dedicated to eggs. More quartz. It's quite an expansive little cave, really, isn't it? What's that? Nothing. Didn't I see a rock? I did. Bit more quartz. Well, maybe we don't need to worry about quartz as much. I've previously been concerned about finding quartz, but there's quite a lot around here, isn't there? Good to know. Oh, and a bit more. Okay. Alright, let's head back to base then. Let's grab the sea moth, wherever we left the sea moth to. Where? Ah, because it's changed the colour of the icon, hasn't it? Seen as we, let's not do it when there's a big mouth around. We built a new sea moth, didn't we? So we have lost the icon colour change. We'll change that back in a second. Okie dokie. So, what did we need? We want to get rid of the... We picked up a titanium, didn't we? So let's get rid of that titanium. Picked up a whole bunch of quartz, which doesn't go in there. Ah, but we need another copper. It's going to be in the other one, isn't it? And we need 1 gold. So we've got 2 copper for the wire, we've got 1 gold, we need 2 table coral. I think that's everything we need there. I don't know why I'm jerking around so much there, so the quartz can get put in there, like that. We've got lots of table coral. I'm not sure where table coral is going to go, probably nowhere up here specifically at the moment. So we'll put the rest downstairs. But let's go build us... Where the hell am I? Let's go build us a computer chip, which is up. We can't. We need to make copper wire, that's why. And then we need to build a computer chip. And what I didn't do was I didn't note how long I'd spent building the titanium, diamond, lead. Building the lockers. I started the timer off as soon as I started the game and started recording. I didn't note how much time I'd spent building the lockers. Shame on me. What was it? Titanium, diamond, and lead. So titanium, I have 1 of them. Lead, I think, will be in here. And then diamond in here. We only have a couple of diamonds, so we're a little bit short. So I guess we'll build the modification station down here. Kind of would like to build it there, opposite the... Unless we can squeeze it in and over this end? Maybe that would make sort of sense, so it's next to the... Ooh. If we put it like... What about if we put it there? No, it won't go there. Okay, well let's just bang it. Nope. Wrong button. Let's bang it there then. Apparently that's about as close to the wall as it will get. There's not too much in the way of everything. I like it being over there next to the other sort of modification thing anyway. Cool. So I wouldn't mind that survival knife upgrade. We just need a battery for that. That's not so bad. We need some lithium for the air tank. We can do that. For the fins we need lithium, titanium and 2 silicone rubber, which I think we can do. And the propulsion cannon we don't actually build there. It does have the CMOS depth modules, but we're not too bothered about that. Right, so what was I going to do? A battery for lithium. We can do the lithium, I think. Can we do the lithium, actually? 4 sounds like a lot. Ah, we can indeed. 4 lithium. So let's do that since we're already down here. Is that for the knife? No, that was for the air tank, wasn't it? So let's take that off. And then we can make us an ultra high capacity tank. Lovely. Beautiful. And that's automatically equipped it. It has indeed. Has 180 seconds of oxygen. 3 full minutes of oxygen. That's awesome. My only worry of that is that we'll just forget about the fact we've got it. Batteries. Don't know if we have any in stock, so we might have to make one and then swap it out. But let's have a quick look first. Imagine it being there. We do need another silicone rubber. We need 2 of those. No batteries there, is there? And nothing there. But we do have these creep vines, which are used to make batteries, I'm pretty sure. And what we'll also do whilst we're here is we'll get rid of all that table coral. Now then. So we don't have any batteries to hand, so what do we need to make... What can you do up there? Oh yes, of course, silicone rubber. Do that. Batteries. Acid mushrooms and copper ore, so that's nothing at all really, is it? Mushrooms are just lying around all over the place, so we'll just grab 2 of those. Don't really keep any in stock of these because they are just everywhere. And then we need copper ore. Which I think is going to be in the first metals. No, it's not. 50-50, wasn't it? Copper ore. We can put that back as well in a second. Is there anything else I need to worry about building before we go too far? So we need a battery for that, which we'll do in a second. And we need, no, just titanium and lithium, which we could actually do that now, but we might as well go get the battery first, hadn't we? Get that sorted. So let's build a battery. And then, of course, we can swap the battery out with whatever is the lowest power. 72, 90, 100, and 60 for the... What is that? The repair tool, I think, isn't it? We don't have anything else that's powered, do we? Not that I can see. Or the laser cutter. No, we've already looked at that, didn't we? 100%, 60%, 92%, 90%, 71%. Yeah, okay. So let's go with this. Swap the battery over. So we should now have a 60% charged battery, which is fine, it doesn't matter. We need to head back to our modification station, which is here. We can now make the thermo blades. We can now cook fish in the wild. So we don't need to worry too much about food at all. And also because food does give you a little bit of water, cooked food gives you a little bit of water as well. So that if it's emergency water supplies if we need them. So now, it is just the fins, so we can take those off, and we need titanium and lithium, which I'm pretty sure we can do. So let's grab lithium and titanium. And now we can make the Ultra Glide fins. Sweet. So the only other thing that was mentioned, which was mentioned, I'm pretty sure by Indy... Was it Indy? I don't know, and I can't see the screen now. Was the propulsion cannon, which I'm not too sure what the propulsion cannon even does. But it's obviously not made in the modification station, because it's in a whole new thing. No, personal tools, I'm guessing. A wiring kit, battery, and titanium. So what does a wiring kit need? Just silver ore. So we need acid mushrooms, silver ore, and titanium. But for now we just need 2 silver ore and copper and acid. Oh, and titanium, because that was down. Yeah, we'll have to do that as well. So let's go grab 2 acid mushrooms. Oh, look at all this table coral I never knew was there. How silly. 2 acid mushrooms. 1 titanium. And silver ore. 1 titanium. Silver's in here? It is. 2 silver ore. I think That's everything. Let's go and find out. I was distracted by the huge planety moon. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? So then we can make a wiring kit. And then we can't make... Oh, we need to make the battery. Right, yes. Oh, I didn't get... What do I need for the battery? Copper. Didn't get copper. Okay. Nope. That's habit. That is habit. How are we doing for time? 26 minutes on my clock, but we're probably around... maybe 15? Copper's in here? No. I'm a little low on copper. Did I even get it? Yes, I did. Cool. Oh, hello. There we go. So we shall make a battery. We should then do the same thing again. We'll look for something on the lowest charge, which I think is going to be the... whatever I've got here. The habitation builder. So we put in our 100% battery. Go to the fabricator, and then we make... warps gravity to push and pull objects. Not sure why we're going to need that, but it was recommended we take it with us, so why not? Alright then. So let's pop down to here. Let's put in here the habitation builder, because we're not going to need that. We're also not going to need the silicone rubber, which I think lives in there, doesn't it? Or the creep vine. The sea glide, I mean, it might be helpful to have. Bit of extra speed, but I don't know. I don't know. We don't really use it that much, so let's... I'm really not sure. And let's get rid of it for now. Let's have all that extra space for stuff. So, all we need to do is fill ourselves up on some lovely food and water. If we have enough. Hopefully we will. We have 2 water, and we've got a couple of fish we can cook up. So let's cook up some fish. Nope, not what I wanted. Nope, nope, out. There we go. Consume that, consume that. Consume that, consume that, which puts us pretty much on full. Means we have absolutely no water in store, though. Which isn't ideal. It is not ideal at all. What I will do, actually, is I will give it a quick save. While we are here, just in case something horrible happens, like, you know, PC crashes, which is what it's done before. So, oh, what have I got in a couple of these again? Oh, like 2 titanium ingots and flares and more titanium. And there's something in this as well, is there? Yeah, more silver and rubies and stuff. Okay, we'll have to worry about that later. For now, I want to crack on. See if we can actually find...
All systems online.
The entrance to the Aurora. Now, the only thing I will stop for, much to the previous little forays we had, it will be bladderfish. Seeing as we are so low on stuff now. He says, seeing a bladderfish. Come here, you little monkey. There you go. Cheeky little bladderfish. And where there is one, there is often more, but I can't... Yes, I can. Alright, where'd you go? There you go. There's another one over there, and then another one over there. And another one over... there. And then another one there. Then yeah, we'll just take these back to the base before we go too far, I think, because this is a lovely little haul of beautiful drinking fish. Yeah, look at this. There's so many. We won't worry about other fish, even though we don't have many in store. There are generally always fish around. That's not really much of a concern. The bladderfish, on the other hand, are a concern. Now, I assume we've been here and explored this little area, as it is so close to the base. Looks like it, doesn't it? What is that? That's not what I want. Scanner, please. I think we've already got it. Yeah, beacon fragment, okay. Any more for any more? Need to remember to put our tool away, whatever tool we have out when we're swimming, because I think you go a little bit faster if you don't have anything equipped. Which is obviously very useful. I've lost the... Right, that's what we can do. Beacon manager, sea moth. Change to that same red colour, so hopefully it'll stand out a bit more. He said, oh, there it is. No more bladderfish if we completely decimated this area. Nope. Another one there. But also another one in the corner of my eye. Right, any more? Now the very nice thing, of course, is our high capacity tank is only down to 90 odd seconds. Which is wonderful, bearing in mind where we started off. This is awesome, the luxury of just not having to worry about it. I do worry, though, not worrying about the air, but I worry about not worrying. If you see what I'm saying. So I worry about the fact that, because it doesn't happen very often, I'm not going to think about it. I'm going to start swimming, you know, 2 meters into the Aurora. 2 meters. Like 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes into the Aurora. And then suddenly the beeping will start and say that I've only got 30 seconds to get out. Knowing full well that I'm not going to make that in time. That does concern me a little bit. Let's just grab a couple of extra random fish. Just to fill ourselves up with. And then we'll take all these back to base and drop them off. Missed. Don't see those very often. Oh, there's another bladderfish over there. Hello. How are we doing in terms of space? So we've got a little bit of space left, but we're not going to stay around here any longer, I don't think. I think I'm about done unless there's another cheeky bladderfish. Yes, there is. Right then. Any more cheeky bladderfish? I don't think so. So let's pop back in the sea moth. Now that kind of makes up for the PC crash that I had last time, where I did something similar and we just went on a bladderfish hoarding exercise and lost every single bloody one of them. I'm not going to have enough space, am I? Absolutely not. That's crazy. That's crazy. Do I just build another locker up here, maybe? This is my food one, because the fabricator's there, so maybe we just quickly do that. No, we're going to have to go to both of these now, aren't we? I suppose not, because we can grab the habitat builder. And then we can go to one of these... Where were they? Which was it? This one, wasn't it? Grab 2 titanium, I think it was. Or we already had some titanium on us, didn't we? And then... Nope. If we equip the habitat builder... And then say we want to build a wall locker. Is anyone we can build one? No, there's not, is there? Can't build in here. That's a bit of a shame, isn't it? Oh, what we can do... Cancel. How do I cancel this? There we go. What we could do is just use another one of these, couldn't we? And then obviously we'll remember it's there. Totally. We're going to need 1 fish to cook and 1 fish to eat as well by the look of it, aren't we? And we've got this titanium as well that we don't need now, so I'm just going to pop that back in there. And completely undo all the useful organisation that I just did. No matter. So some water and we'll cook up the whole fish. And then we'll drink some water and we'll eat a whole fish. And then we need to go get rid of the habitat builder tool just so that I know it's safe. And then equip the scanner again. Scanner, knife, what's missing? Torch. Ah, the repair tool. Which is of course very useful for the old sea moth. Alright then, so I'm going to give that another save, seeing as we are now in the position we think where we can actually go. Yeah, I thought I was going to bang into that immediately, no matter. Go exploring, so there's nothing for us to stop for now. We probably are getting towards the end of the video though, annoyingly. So let's see if we can just find a way in the Aurora. Like I said, I must have spent at least 10 minutes building lockers and stuff. Must have done. Also, reef bag. Panicked for a second, just saw huge tentacles looming out of the darkness. So I don't know exactly where the entrance is to the Aurora, or any of the. I'm assuming there's probably more than one entrance, but I was told it is at the fore of the ship. 4.5? Yeah, the front. It is at the front of the ship. And that you need to actually get out of the sea moth and have a bit of a swim around. The actual entrance, I believe, is not underwater. Ah, that's the life pod, isn't it? I managed to turn upside down. We're getting quite close to the middle of the ship. Yeah, I've not even bothered trawling the ocean floor for stuff because we've come over this way a couple of times now, so I'm fairly confident we know it by now. Nice if there's a little indicator inside so you could know if your light was on or not, rather than just having to shine it and stuff and see if it comes on or not. Right, so that looks like a possible area, doesn't it? Since it's got a nice little ramp. Well, we have annoying little crabs. Come on then. Come on then. Mate, I'm going to stab you in the face. Oh yeah, another one is there? Another one is there? Can't eat that one, annoyingly. Probably just used up power stabbing that thing. I was wondering if there'd be anything we could scan up there, but it appeared to just be... That's why I carry a health kit with me, for these little stupid things. Ah, now is this why I was told to bring the propulsion cannon with me? Mate, you are... winding me up. Okay. It's all a little bit jerky up here as well, isn't it, unfortunately? But that, to me, looks like that's an entrance we can get in. So we need to equip the propulsion cannon. We've still got the scanner, haven't we? Still got the scanner, still got the knife. I think it's the repair, the laser cutter we've lost. So how does this work? Oh, just like that. Oh, that's cool. Alright. Supply crate. Is that a battery of some form? Another battery. Did just make 2 batteries, so that's, if anything, a little bit annoying. And another battery. Then a fire extinguisher, because there is a fire. So, let's equip the fire extinguisher, shall we? Cool. And here we have our first drop point into the actual Aurora. Ooh, exciting. Well, let's take, how are we doing for time? 40. Take a quick look. Another battery. Not sure I wanted another battery, but okay, whatevs. Can't get in there? Ah. How? Can't quite figure out where it is it's trying to aim the cursor, which is very frustrating. Seems to be somewhat underneath. But if I can't hit the back button, doesn't really matter. But where is our data bank? No? It was data bank, wasn't it? Data downloads? Ah, clues. Captain's quarters, 2679. So can I get... Oh, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? I might have to come back and load the game up in non-VR mode to do this, I think, because it is basically impossible to do, isn't it? Oh, I had a 2 come up then, but yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have to try and do that in non-VR mode because that's clearly not working very well. Let's get the torch out because it is actually a little bit dark in here. What does this say?
Integrating new PDA.
Ah, so that's probably the lab code rather than the crew quarters or the captain's quarters. Can't seem to get in there. That looks very dangerous. Can I repair any of that? Don't seem to be able to. And there's another door there. Ah, now I can cut this one. Ah, I'm going to need to get some oxygen as well, though, before I go anywhere. So I probably can't do this either, I'm guessing? No. So I'm definitely going to have to come back in non-VR mode to put in the codes to the doors. Which is a little bit annoying, isn't it? But for now, what I'll do is I'll lose sound. Oh, there we go. Is that anything, I wonder? Oh no, I can't get up there by the look of it. Let's go cut this door open. See what's in there, and then we'll probably have to call that there then, I think. That's not the cutter, is it? No, that's the cutter. Alright, alright, alright. Almost there. Almost there. There we go. So what do we have in here? Some stars. Another thing. Is it another battery? It is another battery. We are just getting stocked up with batteries. And what is this? Data terminal. Aurora black box data. We'll come back to that in a second when we're not underneath the ship. Or underneath the water, I should say, specifically. Right, nothing else in here, is there? But oh, yes there is. Hello. I wonder how difficult it is to actually struggle to keep your bearings in the Aurora. Oh my, look at this. Well, how are we doing? We're up to 46. I'm probably going to leave that there then, I reckon, about here. And for some reason, I have a slightly croaky voice, which is fantastic. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, what is going on in here? Look, this is getting crazy now. What is all this? What is that? That's a prawn suit. That's what that is. That is a prawn suit that we can scan. Oh, I'm trying to use my torch to scan it. That's not going to work. And the captain's quarters were just behind the prawn suit bay, weren't they? Remember it saying, so there's a lot of stuff we can try and put out the fire, and we can push our way through there, go up there into that door. Cool. Should have brought more water with us, shouldn't we? Should have brought more water and food with us. Definitely should have. Save the game there, and I'm going to leave that there. Hopefully it's been around half hour. Like I say, it's a little hard to tell because I kind of lost track of time to start with. Hope you've enjoyed the video. As always, if you have enjoyed it, please do click the like button. It is, of course, appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for whatever reason. Of course, questions, comments, leave them down below and I'll get back to you when I see them. Don't forget, we are streaming every Wednesday at 6 PM, so come along and say hello there. What does that say? Living quarters. What's this one? Locker room. Yeah, streaming every Wednesday at 6 PM, so hopefully I'll see you there. Otherwise, I will see you next time in Subnautica. And of course, thank you very, very much for joining me. Only other thing to mention is that I do have my own colony of ants now, which is very awesome and cool. So check out the Twitter, social media pages, or the Discord, or anything like that, for a little bit of a glimpse at those little beauties. Otherwise, as I say, I'll see you next time, and thank you very much for joining me.